Hi, this is Mark with Brandt Home Services. Today we are looking at home inspection, and what it is that I do on an inspection, and just as importantly, what I don't do. Enjoy. When inspecting a roof, I typically use a drone. This allows me to get up close and take both pictures and video. I also pay close attention to valleys, skylights, chimneys, and gutters. I have to note, drone use is not a guarantee. I am not able to use the drone in high winds, rain, snowfall, extreme cold, or without FAA approval within 5 miles of the Duluth airport. When I am unable to use this drone, I use binoculars and zoom filming. I do not physically get on the roof, and if the roof is covered with snow, I can only inspect what is visible. I look at the siding, windows, doors, foundation, downspouts, any decks, porches, and more. I'm looking for defect, damage, deterioration, safety issues, and anything else to note. This is absolutely non-invasive, meaning I do not do things like peel back siding to see underneath or walk in the flower beds. Respect for the owner's property is paramount, as it is still their home, not yours yet. Landscaping and vegetation are not part of my report, other than I'm looking for proper slope away from the foundation, and for trees not to be overhanging the roof. Winter can pose a challenge to a full quality report, as snow can cover objects I would normally like to see. I start my electrical inspection outside, looking at the meter and the mast. Next up is the electrical panel. I want to see clear labeling. This one is over the top, while many others look like this. I do remove the front panel to inspect inside, but do not physically touch anything inside. I am looking to see what kind of wiring is entering the panel. Do they have ground wires? And does it look like a professional job or a lot of handyman or homeowner tinkering? I use a thermal imaging camera to look for the presence of excessive heat. I typically do not flip breakers or remove fuses other than resetting a GFCI feature. Throughout the home, I test every outlet and switch that is accessible. Many people use this little gadget. Well, I use a more advanced style that not only tells me if it's wired correctly, if it is grounded, but also if it is getting the proper voltage. It tests for GFCI proper operation and also provides the amount of time it takes for that GFCI to trip, letting us know if it is reaching the end of its functional lifespan. I also use a small plug to test if outlets are worn out. I inspect the proper presence and age of smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, but do not necessarily test each individual device. The electrical inspection does not evaluate exterior lighting that is motion or dusk to dawn, phone or cable lines, alarm systems, remote controls, de-icing equipment, smart features, or any component that is shut down. In every home, the faucets, toilets, drains, drain lines, water heater, and water pressure are inspected. I check surrounding areas to see if there's evidence of past or present leaks, and check if the toilets are secure to the floor. After that, my plumbing inspection can vary greatly from house to house. I do not operate any shutoff or pressure relief valves that look like they may break or leak afterward due to rust, calcium buildup, or deterioration. I look in every access panel that I can, but will not cut or pry to access in a way that could result in damage to the home. I like to perform a over-the-counter water test on homes serviced by well water. Results from these over-the-counter tests are meant to be a guide, not a professional lab result. A water softener will be only a visual inspection, and I will not turn on any components that were shut off before my arrival. I do not personally inspect sewer lines, septic systems, or wells, but would refer out those services if desired. The topic of heating and cooling systems is especially important to pay attention to. I am able to utilize the normal controls to test for operation and give a visual inspection. I am not able to disassemble a furnace or boiler, other than remove the access panels, to inspect the internal components. I'm not able to fire up a heating system in the summer that has been shut down, and I'm not able to start up a heat pump or AC in the winter. This is a topic in which you need to refer a lot to the disclosure, and I'll do my best to give the proper input, which could suggest having a licensed HVAC tech conduct a deeper inspection. Basements can be a real headache for me, as they are often filled with stored items that I'm not able to move, but I will do my best. Structural integrity is what I'm looking for here, with hopes of not finding evidence of water intrusion, rot, cracks, and so forth. I look for mold and mildew, but will only refer to it as, quote, potential mold, without having specialty testing done on it. Crawl spaces are entered only if safe and readily accessible. In an ideal world, there would be proper attic access that hasn't been sealed off, with a catwalk providing a safe walking access to the entire attic for the best possible inspection. The reality is often not that. Again, I cannot cut or pry with possible damage, so if the attic access has been sealed, I cannot enter. Many attic access points look like this, and if I cannot ensure the safety of myself, the home, shelves, or whatnot, I cannot enter. I was able to access this particular attic without an inch to spare. Getting back to that thermal camera I showed you, this imaging device paints a picture of the insulation or lack thereof. This camera works best when it is cold or very hot outside, but not when indoor temperature is around the exterior temps. Home inspectors are not expected to inspect appliances that are not built in and defined as real estate. I do like to, but it is a basic assessment. I use a temperature scanner on the oven and inside the refrigerator and freezer. I will turn on a built-in microwave, but won't be heating any food. I expect to run the dishwasher, but laundry is only a visual inspection, not an operational. A fireplace is generally a visual inspection. I do not start fires, turn on gas, look up or down chimney or flue, and do not determine if there is a need for a chimney sweep. Quite simply, this is everything else. Doors, windows, flooring, cabinets, and way too many more items to go into detail. So I'll just leave you with a few more of my fun testing gadgets. This is a moisture meter. I love using it in bathrooms, on walls next to the tub, ceilings above to see if the drywall has absorbed moisture. It is also great on water stains to tell if they are from an active leak or long ago. This is a borescope, quite similar to the medical version endoscope. It is a camera with a 15-foot lead that assists me in seeing what I physically can't get to, like inside ductwork. This is nicknamed a sniffer because it can sniff out live electrical. A telescopic ladder to reach various heights. A selfie stick that extends to 6 feet for the hard-to-reach areas, including first-floor gutters. I also have one that extends to 30 feet for second-floor gutters and assisting with the roof inspection. A laser that I utilize on the interior to look for structural defect and exterior to look for proper slope away from the foundation. This is a carbon monoxide meter and gas detector to be used in all gas-burning components, including furnaces, boilers, water heaters, ranges, and fireplaces. An extremely small level. Why so small? Because I mostly use it in small spaces, like a shower niche. A digital measuring device if needed. And lastly, this high-tech device tells me if balusters are spaced to code or not. This one isn't even close. Everything we have gone through so far and a lot more are put together in the final report. My version includes videos, pictures, color coding for severity of issue, and easy compact summary that may be downloaded in full or just a summary. After reviewing the report, if you have any additional questions or need something clarified, can you contact me? Absolutely. And now to close with the fine print. This video constitutes a typical inspection by Brandt Home Services. The tools and methods used in this video are not necessarily used in every inspection. Other home inspectors may use different tools and methods. It is important to note, a home inspection is based on the observations made on the date of the inspection and not a prediction of future conditions. It will not reveal every issue that exists or ever could exist, but only those material defects observed on the date of the inspection. I follow the InterNACHI Home Inspection Standards of Practice, which is referenced on my website if you'd like more information than this video has provided. I hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to working with you. Thank you.